Hi guys, just doing a little look around the outskirts of Kidderminster, and we've driven up to Harvington Hall, which you'll see in a bit. Now I looked on Google Earth, there was like a patch in the farmer's field with some trees and looked very strange. I've come down and as you can see, well, spin it around, let's have a look, eh? It's good to have a look. There's this dip in the field, look, and you can see some rock over there. Quite an awkward dip as well to get down. I've come across this, look, right in the middle of a farmer's field, and it's probably what, 200 yards from Harvington Hall. Now story has it, I've heard hearsay of people, that there was a tunnel once that went from Harvington Hall to Chadsley, Corbett. So we're going to have a little look around today and see. Let's see, lots of stuff here. I don't know if there's anything that could be signs of tunnel. I might even find the flipping thing, which would be fantastic. Smash it. So yeah, we're in the dip. This is just outside Harvington Hall in the farmer's field. So we'll move on, see what else we can find today. Right, that's the place where the tunnel, well, looked like a tunnel in the field. Just panning around now, just outside. Nice big fishing lake. Harvington Hall belonged to the Catholic Packington family. It was constructed by Humphrey Packington during the 1580s. Mary 8 Packington, daughter of Humphrey, came into possession of Harvington Hall upon his death on August the 6th, 1631. She became Catholic upon her marriage to Sir John Yates. You may know Harvington Hall as a stunning Elizabethan manor house, but its origins go back much further. Harvington's imposing moat and artificial island can be traced back to the 13th century, making them even older than the bulk of the 14th century building work that still amazingly survives behind a layer of brick. Visitors will be interested to learn that the hall's centre block was most probably the solar of a typical H-shaped timber-framed building. But there is more to the hall than its physical foundations. The history of Harvington is steeped in the stories of those who lived in it. Adam de Harvington Harvington lived here and almost certainly died here.
You won't need a mask on in the grounds, but if you want to go into Sticky Fig to order food, you do need a mask.
I've got some, yeah. That's marvellous, that is.
And the toilets are open, they're just the far end of the path as you go in.
Thank you very much.
And avoid the geese, there are some very irritable geese
Oh.
at the end there. They've got eggs on a nest.
Ah, okay.
And they're a bit shouty. But the little ducks are fine, they're not shouty, but the geese are a bit shouty. And we are saying when you leave, if you didn't mind going out over the other bridge, which just takes you where you can see the sort of track is worn in the field. I think you walked down there probably already.
That's marvellous. Smashing, that is.
The house isn't open, the hall isn't open except for the shop,
Mm-hmm.
which is at the front here. And again, you need a mask to go into the shop.
That's fine.
But,
If we do, but I've got the masks on. That's smashing.
Very nice.
Does a good job.
Well, I've seen anything like that before.
Technology for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could be the downfall though. I think.
There's a gentleman just gone in with a Nikon SLR camera, which
All right.
he said he's just taken up photography during lockdown.
Upon his death of Adam de Henry Winton, the estate passed into the hands of the Earl of Warwick, and in 1529 was sold to a wealthy lawyer, Sir John Pakington. For those wondering about Pakington, we have documentation to say that he was provided with a special grant by Henry VIII, permitting him to wear his hat in the King's presence. It wasn't until Sir John, great-nephew Humphrey Pakington, inherited the estate in 1578 that the Elizabethan manor we know and love today came into being. Despite its impressive scale, Harvington is currently only half its original size, as 2 additional wings were demolished circa 1700s. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly why this happened, but we do know that in 1595 the hall was described as Humphrey's Mansion, House of Harvington. Being Catholic, Humphrey was subject to the harsh penal laws of the Elizabethan age. Humphrey was a recusant, meaning he refused to attend the Church of England service on Sundays, a refusal that initially cost 12 pence a week but increased to £20 a month, equating to around £4,000 today. From 1585 it was illegal for a Catholic priest to step foot in England, making it necessary for Humphrey to equip Harvington with impressive priest holes, which visitors can see today. We don't know the full story of these priest holes, but we do know that some of them were almost certainly the handiwork of the master carpenter Nicholas Owen. After Humphrey died in 1631, Harvington was the dower house of his wife Abigail. In 1657 she died, leaving the hall to her daughter, Lady Mary Yates. We know that Mary moved back into her family home and died at Harvington in 1696 at the age of 65. No, hang on, I think that was 85, yeah. So, absolutely fascinating, the history that's behind this building. And you can see for yourself, I mean, it's just fantastic day actually to actually capture it, you know, all that beautiful sunshine that we're having. Yeah, it's really fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, well that was smashing, and we're going to go now and have a look at Chadsley Corbett. So yeah, next stop, Chadsley Corbett, here we go. Right, we're in Chadsley Corbett, as you can probably see. And now, the last place was at Harvington. Lovely building, smashing, lots of history. I took you into the woods and showed you that, like, what I thought was a tunnel. But it turns out that's an ice house, the old ice house for Harvington Hall. So, Chadsley Corbett. Lovely, steeped with history, as you can see, the black and white buildings, absolutely smashing. Got a lovely Mavens pub, the Swan. Get yourself a lovely pint there, and I think, as you saw on the video, you can get food as well. They're doing a big cooking thing. So yeah, it's all good in the hood. Why not? This is what's on the doorstep of Kidderminster. The village was named Chadsley, or the place of Chad, in Saxon times, and is recorded in the Domesday Book of 1086-1087 as Chaddesley, when it was held by a woman, Gifu, who also held it in the time of King Edward before the Norman conquest of 1066. Chadsley Corbett is a village and a civil parish in the Wyre Forest district of Worcestershire, England. The Anglican and secular versions of the parish include other named neighbourhoods, once farmsteads or milling places such as Bluntington, Brockencote, Mustow Green, Cake Bowl, Outwood, Harvington and Drayton. Arms of Corbett of Chadsley Corbett depict a raven proper with a border. As you probably noticed in all the video, there's been lots of ravens talking. And yeah, I'd be very interested that anyone watching the video might have any information on perhaps this tunnel that I've heard of two individuals. You know, this isn't just Jack and Ori. Apparently I've heard of two individuals that there used to be a tunnel from Harvington Hall to Chadsley somewhere. And as you saw at the beginning of the video, I thought perhaps I was onto something then, and perhaps I was, I don't know. I was just told by the lady on the front of the hall today that it was the ice house, but was it just an ice house? Perhaps could that be the entry point to the tunnel to Chadsley? So be very interested if anyone would like to leave a comment on my video who might have some information on this particular tunnel. It certainly would be interesting and certainly would be worth an explore. So that'd be great if anyone can please just leave a comment or any sort of ideas or anything historical that needs videoing. Would be fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I've enjoyed my walkabout today. And I'd just like to say as well, isn't it lovely to see independent traders? You've got the village butcher there. It's absolutely smashing. You haven't got a supermarket. You've got independent tradespeople. Absolutely marvellous. And this is the downfall, you know, that we're all up against now. Conglomerate business. Absolutely lovely to see a local independent shops in such a quaint little village. Well, there's the ravens. Right, we're off to Belbroughton now, and it's just down a few nice country lanes, and here we are, Belbroughton. Thought I'd start off at the church. Belbroughton Church. Somewhere else old, steeped in history. So, Belbroughton, yeah, was at the core of the North Worcestershire scythe making district. Many of the mills of the area were formerly blade mills, used for sharpening them after a scythesmith had forged them from iron with a thin strip of steel along the cutting edge. From the late 18th century until about 1870, the Waldron family of Fieldhouse Clent Weir, the leading manufacturers. They were succeeded by Isaac Nash, whose business finally closed in about 1970. Scythes were formerly not just made in Belbroughton, but also several adjacent parishes, including, as we've just been to, Chadsley, Corbett. And later on in the filming now, I'm just going past the church, you'll see one of the machines. I think it was one of the Nash machines. I've put that on the camera so you can have a look at that. So sit back and enjoy. We're all in the beer gardens, or their own gardens perhaps. The old rectory. Stone wall on top of sandstone. We're just off the main high street now. It's only a small little village, Belbroughton. Just heading there now. It's literally 300-400 yards, we'll be there. It's the village hall. And you can see straight ahead there, that house with the conservatory on. I actually renovated that house. I did the brickwork. Used to be a shop once upon a time. Converted back now to a, I think it's a four bedroom, or might be 5 bedroom house. Can't remember. That many renovations once done. But yeah, smashing. Very similar to Chadsley, I guess. About the same size, would have thought. It's some interesting stuff. Interesting. A bit of something there, bit of info. Nice to have a bit of info. Shop something. So here we are, there's the high street up there. Quite a few pubs, I mean, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can think of 6 off the top of my head. Pan down there now, you can have a look. That leads down, there's a pub on the right down there called the Queen's. It's quite nice. I think I'll stay on this side because you can have a look at the view. The butchers. Oh, no, it's not a butcher's anymore. Well. That used to be the local butcher's. So I renovated that cottage there. Well, cottage, that house, double fronted house. See all the arches I put them in, brickwork. That used to be the butcher's. Used to pop round there. We used to have a little fire going at the back. I'd go and get the sausages on the frying pan. We do sausage sandwiches, believe it or not. Very tasty. They're smashing. Got in there, they've got a function room upstairs. Belbroughton. Oh, they're building. Here's an interesting bit of machinery. Let's have a look at this then. There's a little plaque there. We'll have a look at the plaque and see what it is. I don't know if you can read that. Try and zoom in a bit. Yeah. Nash Works, former manager. Interesting. There we go. Belbroughton. Wow, that land over there, yonder, been left empty for ages. I've just noticed there's building going up, new housing. The old horseshoe. Got the Talbot in, the Talbot pub there. Smashing those, isn't it? Yeah. Our kitchen. There's the car park for the pub, directly opposite. The housing going up. Old scooter there, look, Vespa. Good nick, that is. Not a busy, lot of traffic about. I think everyone's gone out today to have a look around. It's very busy. A lot of cyclists. And lovely daffodils, look. Lovely daffodils there. Smashing. Oh, there's another sign there. Let's see what that one says. So I'll look there, this sign. Smashing. A lot of cyclists out today. Might well, wouldn't you? It's a lovely day. Lots of lovely sunshine and everything. Very tasty. Tasty. That's about really Belbroughton for you. I mean, the rest of it. There used to be a butcher's, as I said. There you go, I think we've done the tour. Done the tour. Enough for one. Enough for one explored. Enough for one down. Back up where we come from. Back up where we come from. You can get a different sort of perspective now, can't you? Thinking of getting one of those 360 cameras so you can put your goggles on, because I mean it's going that way now. Goggles on, just pretend you're there, virtual reality. Again, it's a nice little village, but you can see there's a lot of traffic plows through, even though there's quite a few routes you can take, bypasses. I think people just get bored and want to have a look around. Well, I'm out here, look. Can't say I'm bored. There's always something to do, isn't there? Yeah, smashing that is. We'll wrap it up there now. And that could be it. Who knows